Terrible reload. Welcome back to the channel, Den members. I hope you are all having a great day. A little bit ago, I found out the tragic but not unsurprising news that the great Paul Harrell has passed away. Without getting too far off subject, before we even begin today's video, to all of Paul Harrell's friends and family, please know that we are all praying for you. And Paul, rest in peace. And to those of you that do not know who Paul Harrell is, I highly recommend you go look him up on YouTube. He is an absolute legend. Today's video is a review of a product that I have been trying to get around to for quite some time, and that being the Core Essentials Battle Belt. If you recall, a few months ago, we did a review on the Core Essentials Everyday Carry Tactical Nylon Belt. If you want to check out that video, it is linked here. They apparently liked our original video so much that they wanted to get our unbiased thoughts and opinions on their battle belt system. This outer and inner belt costs a total of about $160. In short, this thing is fantastic, and I only have one tiny nitpick criticism about it, which we'll get to in a little bit. Just want to give a big thank you and shout out to Core Essentials for being a friend of the Phantom Llama's Den. And as one of our Den members, I want you, the viewer, to know that if you use promo code Phantom Llama's Den 10 at checkout on coreessentials.com, you will save 10% across your entire order site-wide. Go check them out. They are great people. And thank you again, Core Essentials, for providing this belt. So let's get right into this two-part belt system. We'll start with the outer belt here. It is a 1 3/4 inch wide belt. And just like their everyday carry belts, it has a center core of what they call the reinforced power core. This core makes it incredibly durable, very stiff, and ultimately it eliminates the flimsiness that you get from a lot of other tactical belts. Like the EDC belts, it is a one-size-fits-most system. You are able to cut the belt down to your more specific size, and then you have 20 1/4-inch adjustments so you can adjust it to that perfect size. Not to brag, but maybe you're like me and you've lost a ton of weight in the last 6 months. Or maybe you're also like me and that with the rapid approach of the colder months, there's a good chance that you might be gaining an inch or two back into your waistline. If that's the case, the Core Essentials belt is an excellent choice for you. I'm not putting that weight back on. The belt buckle operates in the same fashion as their EDC belts with a ratcheting feature. You push the lever on top of the buckle and it will release the buckle. Otherwise, you tighten it down to the desired circumference. This belt comes in a number of different colors and patterns, as well as has a couple different belt designs. As I said, the outer belt has a reinforced core, which allows you to have up to 20 pounds of gear on your belt. Gear can be attached to the belt using the MOLLE system, and I have to say that the material is very sturdy. It is very tight on the belt, which makes all of the gear that you attach feel very secure. I'm currently running the holster for my Shadow Systems pistol, a tourniquet holder, a makeshift IFAK kit until I can get a proper one to my liking, and then I have a few magazine pouches for my pistol magazines as well as an AR-15 magazine. Lastly, the interior of the outer belt is an industrial strength Velcro system, which allows it to adhere to the inner belt, which in fact is a very good segue to the inner belt itself. The inner belt is made of what Core Essentials calls their super fiber. While not flimsy, it is a bit more flexible than the outer belt, which makes sense given the fact that you will need this to be a bit more flexible. You would just feed the 1.5 inch wide belt through your belt loops, and then once you get it through, you would just hold the other end and tighten it down and Velcro the other end into place on your waist. Very simple, very effective, and honestly, very comfortable. I could easily wear just this inner belt all day and not realize that I wasn't wearing my typical belt. Like the outer belt, you will want to cut the inner belt down to a more specific size to you. You are going to want to have overlap to attach the Velcro end over and hold this in place. And if it's not obvious by now, once you have donned the inner belt, you would simply just put the outer belt over top of the inner belt on your waist, and the Velcro will hold it in place all day long. It is incredibly secure. Now, before I get into my thoughts on the battle belt, after having had a chance to try it out for some time now, there was one feature that I came across, and I want to make this absolutely clear. This is not a feature that Core Essentials has called out on their website or in their product details, at least not that I have been able to find. So please don't hold their products to this standard. It is just something that I myself discovered. I wanted to see how fire resistant and flame retardant the outer and the inner belts were. So I took the pieces that I had cut off of the rest of the belts and I used a butane torch on them. It took what I would consider a significant amount of concentrated heat and flame to do damage to both of these pieces. It melted the nylon, and when I took the flame away, there was a brief moment of flame. However, it extinguished itself immediately. I will also say that one of the first things to go on the inner belt is the Velcro. That is pretty much toast, pun. I didn't do any sort of super scientific methodology in testing just how flame retardant these pieces were. Overall, I really enjoy this belt. I do think that this is going to be my new battle belt. I really like how sturdy it is, the quality of the nylon. I haven't had, again, any fraying on this. Core Essentials really does seem to be committed to producing high quality products, and I am very pleased with how this belt has held up. Now, earlier in the video, I said I had one nitpick about the Core Essentials battle belt, and to call it a nitpick really doesn't seem fair because it's more of a potential personal preference. Any battle belt that I have previously used has had a Cobra style buckle, and I really like that style of buckle because it allows you to quickly attach or detach the battle belt from your waist. Whereas with the Core Essentials buckle, you don't have that quick release. Yikes. What I mean to say is you have to work it through the slot on the... Nope, still doesn't work. It just takes a little longer to undo the Core Essentials belt buckle, okay? But honestly, I don't know if that's a fair criticism because the belt itself was designed to be able to fit multiple waists. With a Cobra style belt buckle, if there is a change in your waist size, you're going to have to undo the Velcro straps or whatever device that holds it together and adjust it manually. Whereas with a Core Essentials belt with the ratchet and buckle system, you can just tighten it up or loosen it. Now, Core Essentials, if you can think of a way that you can combine the ratcheting system as well as a Cobra system, that would be incredible. Once more, overall, I really like this belt system by Core Essentials. I highly encourage you to check this belt system out if you're in the market for a new battle belt or duty belt or gear belt. I can't see you being disappointed in this belt. It is simple, it is very effective to use, it is comfortable to wear, and it is very sturdy. Again, a big thank you to Core Essentials for sending this belt system over for review. You have been phenomenal friends to the Phantom Llama's Den, and we hope to continue working with you in the future. We have been really busy, and we have so much more content coming. Y'all aren't gonna wanna miss out. If you haven't already, subscribe to the Phantom Llama's Den and check out our past content and stay tuned for what we have coming in the weeks, months, and years. Final thought, and I know I'm kind of pulling a grand thumb here, but I kind of want to bookend this with Harrell. Hold the people that you love and cherish in life close to your heart. If you haven't talked to somebody in your family for a while, reach out, talk to them, tell them you love them. You never know how much longer you're going to have with them on this earth. You never know how much longer you will have on this earth. Keep your loved ones close. That's going to do it for this video, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the Phantom Llama's Den. Go check us out on X, Instagram. Follow us on Twitch where we get out of hand on the weekends. Go check out phantomllamasden.com. As always, don't take life too seriously and make it a great day.